Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. How's your 2021 going? Because this is my first time filming this year. So I had a nice break. I had a great start of the year. Very motivated, pumped, productive. I hope you had the same too. Yep, new background. Did you notice? Are you loving this or what? So I hope you like the console table. I got this from Pepperfry and everything else is from here and there. And for today's video, I'm doing a full face of e.l.f. cosmetics. This is not a sponsored video. They sent me the products pre-launch and it's launching soon, or it has launched by now by the time you see this video. I thought you would get an idea of what the product feels and looks like, because even this is my first time trying e.l.f. cosmetics. And yeah, this is a full face of it. It looks stunning. Also during this video, I give you pointers on how you can kickstart your 2021. What is a video without Miles giving you some pointers? So I hope you enjoyed, and I hope this motivates you to start your 2021 in the most amazing, beautiful way. So without further ado, let's quickly jump into the video. Okay, so we're gonna dive into skincare directly. My skin is a little dry around my mouth and nose area, so we're gonna hydrate our skin. I'm using the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream. This looks delicious. Like, the packaging looks like an ocean, like, you know, something I just want to like drench myself in. I love pastel shades, so great on the packaging. Alright, so this moisturizer seems really good actually. I mean, at the first dunk, I just felt this really nice moisturization on the skin, like you can see as well. I'm gonna wait for a bit to see if this completely absorbs it or it stays on the skin, because I like when moisturizer is visible and you know, you can see your skin glowing. So how is your 2021 going, my babes? It's been only like a few days, barely. I hope you have a plan for 2021. It's important to have some sort of a goal or something you want to accomplish this year. I feel like it just helps you prioritize things in life, and it helps you work out certain things on certain days. I'm not necessarily saying you have to have a timetable and a schedule, but having small tiny goals that you want to achieve in 2021 is great. It puts you into this productive mode. It puts you into this seriousness that you sometimes need in life. While my moisturizer settles, I'm just going to talk to you a little bit more about how you can start your 2021. I highly recommend you buying a book or any sort of a journal. Doesn't have to be too expensive. It just has to be a place that you can go to this year to write down your thoughts or write down things that you cannot share with anyone, but just like pouring yourself out onto that journal. It really helps. So what I did is that I had a book, so I started noting down really tiny goals that I want to achieve this year in 2021. And it's not necessarily like if I don't achieve them this year, then it's bad. I just want to put them down, because when I put them down, it becomes real. Okay, when you just think it in your head, like, okay, example, I want to get a job this year, or I want to move out of my house. I'm just thinking it through. I'm not putting it into action, right? I'm just like, it's in my thoughts, but not really, you know? So you want to pen them down so it becomes real. And I did that. I wrote about 7 to 8 goals, and they're not major. I divided them into 2 sections: personal goals and career goals. And you don't have to have a list of 10,000 items. You can just have 2 to 3 goals that are significant for you in your life, be it relationship, personal, or career, whatever it is that you did not do in the past year and you want to accomplish this year. Note it down. Trust me, it takes 5 minutes. Sit with yourself and think about what you want to do this year. Okay, before I move on to the next point, I'm going to use a primer. This is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. Now, this was so famous back in the day. I remember bloggers using this. And finally, it's in India after years. So I'm going to take a little bit of this. It's sort of like a silicone texture. I remember using this. So nicely pressed into the pan. I'm feeling so bad to dig my nails into this. Okay, so I'm just going to, oh, it seems very like moisturizing for some reason. It's a putty primer. Okay, let's see. It's just added very less. I have a different idea of what this primer was back in the day. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there you go. It just completely I just put a little bit of pressure and okay, now I think we can work with this primer. I really wanted to see what it does properly, if it's the primer like I remember it to be. People were raving about this primer. I remember at one point it was Elf Putty primer everywhere. This smooths the skin and preps the skin to help moisturize and grip makeup for all day wear. It's a velvety texture that glides over the skin and gives you a poreless effect. I don't know about poreless because it didn't really fill in my pores, but it definitely gave me like a hydrating smooth canvas, you know. Apply a thin layer to moisturize the skin prior to makeup application. Allow it to set for 30 seconds. Okay, so it's basically not a pore filling primer like I remember. Maybe I used another one, I'm not sure. Okay, it's sort of a moisturizing primer. It's supposed to give you like a smooth canvas, which it is, like I said earlier. So that is great. Like you can see, my skin is quite hydrated and moisturized. So I like the feeling of that. But would I necessarily purchase this for that? I don't know. Okay, so I know we need to allow this to set for a moment. So let's chit chat and get back to how we can better our 2021. So I feel like you need to start deciding to love yourself this year. And I keep talking about it because it's something that I need to remind myself and you guys as well. Now, all of these things that I'm discussing today are something we already know. But the thing is, we need a reminder of what we already know and we need to put it into action. Okay, it's not some profound something new I'm discussing with you today. It's just a reminder of what you need to do this year. When it comes to loving yourself, you guys, there's so many things you can do. Starting by just like not being too hard on yourself, you know, trying to forgive yourself for the small things that you did in the past, or just not blaming yourself for everything. That guy left, that girl left, your best friend left. Stop blaming it on yourself. Let it go. Things like taking yourself out on a date. Go for lunch by yourself. Go for a smoothie break. Go for coffee. Go to all of these things by yourself. Sometimes it feels great to have someone with you, but sometimes you just need to be like, this is my time. I'm sorry, I can't meet anyone at this point. I've dedicated this day or this hour of every day to myself, and nobody comes in the way for that. Not your partner, your parents, nobody. It's just you alone. So whether it is taking a book to a cafe, whether it is sitting at home even, you need that time. Just try avoiding technology during that time. Keep your phone away, keep your headphones away. Just sit with a cup of coffee, with tea. Try and understand who you really are. What do you really want in life? These are things that we don't really think about because we always are told what to do. People plan out our lives for us, and we just go along with it, right? So why not this year try and understand, what does Malvika want this year? Okay, what does she want for her life? Just say your name and do the same. Okay, so what is it that I want in my relationship, in my marriage, in my career? What are some goals that I need to achieve this year by myself? I've been feeling disturbed all year. What can I do? What are the steps that I can take to improve that? Do I need to start therapy? Do I need to go for a run? Do I need to join the gym? Do I need to sit and meditate for some time? What are the things that you can do that can help you love yourself even more? I believe this should continue for a long time, but just to kickstart this love yourself journey, I feel like sitting with yourself is of utmost importance. You may feel like for the first few moments, you may feel like, okay, Maz, this is silly. Like, I need tech, I need a book. Sometimes you just need something to distract you. Trust me, I've been leaving my phone a lot these days away and just like being, and I feel like it's so peaceful and liberating. So try and do that. Decide to love yourself starting this moment. All right, let's move on to foundation and we will continue talking further. Okay, I don't have any e.l.f. foundation, so I'm going to stick to my Smashbox Studio Skin foundation, and I'm just going to apply that all over my skin. So I've allowed the primer to set, and yeah, it's pretty cool. It's hydrated my skin. Alright, I have a sponge by e.l.f. that I want to use. This is the Camo Concealer Sponge, best with camo concealers. I don't know what that means, camo concealers. Yeah, so I'm just going to use this really quickly. It's shaped very, very interestingly. Okay, it has a super interesting shape to it. Actually, I really like it because it's pointy. It says concealer sponge, but I'm not going to really use a different sponge for my concealer. You know, so let's just go in with this sponge. It is very soft. It's almost too soft to the point where I know it'll soak up a lot of product. You know, it has to be right in the middle of too hard and too soft, you know. But it's so nice. It's a different kind of feel. I've never felt a sponge like this before. Can't explain it to you. It's so soft. It's really nice. It's blending it out beautifully, no doubt. It's definitely soaking up more product than usual, but wow, it's really good. Okay, now I don't have a concealer from e.l.f. as well. I have whatever they've sent to me. That's what I have with me right now because this is pre-launch. Okay, it's not launched yet, so I cannot really order anything. Whatever I have with me right here. Okay, so I'm using the LA Girl Pro Conceal, of course. I'm just going to put a little bit. And the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. What a concealer. This is in golden beige. I have been obsessing and definite repurchase. Like, I'm not even going to think twice before buying this concealer because it is the most flawless full coverage concealer that I have tried. Like, I'm telling you, after LA Girl, I really love this. A good dupe would be the L'Oreal Infallible that I also really love. Alright, so let's use this sponge for what it really is, a concealer sponge. Blend it. Man, what is this sponge? I like it somehow. I really do. Even though it's soaking up more product, I just love how it applies. Okay, so for loose powder, again, taking the Maybelline Fit Me loose powder. These things I don't have anything new for, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of baking. Okay, so the next thing you can do in this year is start forgiving yourself. And I know that doesn't come very easily to us. I feel like we have come a long way blaming ourselves for very many things that we've done or not done over the years. Whether it is, just like disregarding our diet and putting on weight, we blame ourselves. Like, why did you have to eat Malvs? Like, why couldn't you have self-control? Whether it is fighting with a best friend, whether it is arguing with your mother, with your spouse, at the end of the day, we take a lot of blame, shame, guilt, and we want to put ourselves down, and somehow self-pity feels good. People love dwelling in self-pity and I did this, I should not have done this. And I feel like it gets to a point where you just are so comfortable blaming yourself for every little thing that you don't see anything else in yourself. All the good things that you've had for years, that you're a happy person, you are friendly, you are funny, you forget all of those things and you just focus on the bad. So I feel like this year, starting this moment, like now that you're watching me, try to let go of things that you were holding on to for so long and start, just be easy on yourself, okay? Don't be too hard, man. You are you, and love yourself like you would love someone in a relationship, okay? Sometimes we are madly in love with our spouse, right? Of course. So how about you think of yourself like that and be madly in love with yourself? We forgive our spouses for many things that is very difficult to forgive. We forgive our parents for the things that they have done over the years, but they are parents, so we love them like crazy. How about you think of yourself like that and just forgive yourself for all the things that you think you did wrong, all the mistakes you have done. No problem. People make mistakes. You just gotta know that tomorrow's a new day and you can start afresh anytime. Okay, so forgive yourself and forgive others. This is very important. The Bible teaches us a lot. In fact, I watch a lot of these sermons and the Bible teaches us to forgive and forgive and forgive and to serve. These two things, forgive people and serve people for the rest of your life and you will be amazing. And it keeps talking about forgiveness. If you're someone who prays on a daily basis, and if you feel like, man, why is my prayer not being answered? Why is God not doing things that I want to do? Sometimes there's just unforgiveness in our heart and it just makes us bitter. It's not like God condemns you for not forgiving. He's a loving, forgiving God, and whatever your belief is, the universe, energy, God, my belief is God, and I feel like He is such a merciful, such a graceful God, and He forgives us for every little thing or every huge thing we do. So why can't we forgive other people, And when I say this, I don't mean people in toxic relationships, people that have gone through extreme trauma. I know it takes time, but also you need to be on the path of forgiveness. Trust me, in the Bible, it talks about forgiveness not for other people, but for yourself. God tells you to forgive other people, not for other people, but to relieve you from that heaviness and that burden. Okay, and I'm doing some of that work on my own. In fact, I'm working towards forgiveness, and it's just like liberating every day. And when I say forgiveness, I don't mean forget what the other person has done. Like, consciously let it go. You know, you will feel free, you will feel like liberated, you will feel like a weight has been lifted off of you. I'm going to take the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil, and this is in the shade, I don't know, I'll have it listed down below. It's got a pointy pencil kind of a feel. Can you see? Okay, so after using this product, I feel like this product can be used only to fill the gaps in your thick brows. I feel like girls with thinner brows, this is not going to be your product because you can't really draw a fresh line. It's not that pigmented. For eyes, I have this tiny little e.l.f. palette right here. It says Bite Size Eyeshadow in Berry Bad. So especially in today's times, I feel like people get so offended with anything you say. They're just looking to tear your words apart and just be offended. And I feel like that is also such a baggage to carry around. Like, if you're going to be offended by every little thing someone tells you, you're going to be giving yourself a hard time. That's it. You know, if someone tells you, oh my God, you're so annoying, and you're completely devastated and heartbroken, you need to relax. Like, you need to stop just like being offended with everything or taking everything so seriously. I think it's something we do very naturally. We just wait to feel bad and we wait to feel offended so we have a comeback. Let it go, dude. It is just too much. Even like on social media, I feel like if I sat down and read every little comment and took it to heart, girl, I wouldn't be like doing this video today. I would quit and like walk away. So especially social media, I feel like if you are bothered by a lot of comments and people saying silly little things that you don't even know them, they're strangers to you, they are coming from a place of hurt and they're saying these things online, and you take it so seriously and then you're devastated and your day goes bad, you rather stay off social media. You know, anything that you think is going to give you a hard time in living your life, just eliminate it. Simple. People can say whatever they want to say. You cannot change what people do or say. You cannot. The only thing you can change is yourself and how you react to situations. We've all heard this before, but we need to start applying it. I feel like we just attach so many feelings to every little thing. It's a lot. So yeah, forgive others. Forgive it, let it go, and just live your life. Next point is learn to listen. Now, this is something that I definitely didn't have. Like, I just could not listen. Okay, I would always want to say something first. I always want to put my point across. I'm right. Okay, the reason why I'm saying all of this is because I have noticed these things in myself, and I'm not just saying it to say it. I'm also applying this in my own life. And I felt like towards the end of last year, I decided, and I'm practicing to listen to people more, and I feel like it's helped me a lot. Akhil, in fact, has been a big contributor to this because he is a very good listener. He will listen to you and then he will give his opinion, which I think I've learned from him. So it's a great quality to have if a man can listen. Or maybe he's just like in his own thoughts and not listening to me but pretending to listen. Whatever it is, it works. So try and hear them out. Whether it is someone you're fighting with, whether it is your spouse, your mother, your brother, whoever it is that you are talking to, if you're having a casual conversation, if you're arguing with someone, you want to listen to what they're saying. Okay, and then you want to form an opinion. I feel like it's really powerful. I feel like it just helps you calm down a little bit, and I feel like it just helps you understand other people better. We're so quick to just form our opinion in our mind and a comeback in our mind. Like, before they finish, we want to spit that comeback out. Like, calm down. Not everything is a fight and an argument to win or a competition. Sometimes you can just have conversations and both of y'all can win. It's just agree to disagree, and you just put your point across and have a conversation. And on the same point, I just want to say that try and walk away from situations that make you angry. And when I say walk away, I don't mean run away and don't face your fears or I just mean that when there's a situation that you cannot control yourself in, and you know you're going to say something that you're going to regret later, just get up and walk away. Okay, because a lot of times we say things that we don't really want to say and we don't really mean. Anger can make people do very horrible things. It can make you say things that you never want to say in the first place, and then once you said it, darling, you said it. Okay, words are something you cannot take back. Okay, so you definitely want to, that's why I say listen, think about what you're going to say, and then say it, because once you say it, it's just going to stick with the other person, right? Then it's difficult to take back. So walk away from situations that make you angry, that trigger you. Just know where that trigger point is, and just like be self-aware. That is actually quite stunning. It's a great copper color. Alright, I'm taking this dark maroon shade. I'm just going to put it towards the outer side to deepen it a little bit. Okay, the next point is focus on your growth. And what I mean when I say focus on your growth is try and incorporate micro habits, okay, these small atomic habits in your everyday life that is going to get you to where you want to be as a human being. Decide who you want to be and just work towards that person. Okay, so if there are certain goals that are going to help you live your best self, start applying that today itself. I feel like we just push everything, we procrastinate. Kal karungi, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll start the gym from like 2nd Feb. Why are you wasting this 1 month? Why 2nd Feb? We just pick a date and we decide, like, do it now. Okay, we all get 24 hours, whether it's me, it's Priyanka Chopra, it's Bill Gates, all of us get 24 hours, and what we do with that 24 hours will determine who we're going to be in the next 10 years. Okay, so these micro habits that you add into every day into your life is going to completely change who you're going to be. And you may not see instant results, but that is the whole point of atomic habits, like including these tiny things, like whether it's waking up and like trying to be more organized, making your bed, cleaning up around you. These small little habits contribute to the person you're going to be. Okay, if you want to start a fitness journey, if you're like enough is enough, I'm going to get healthy, I'm going to get fit this year, I'm going to cut out the junk food, do it today with your next meal. Don't start like from, you know what I'm saying? If you're not the reading kind, try listening to podcasts or watching motivational speakers. It really helps. Like that's how I got onto this journey, when I started watching people, and it really, really contributes to who you are. So watch, listen, read. These 3 things, you have so many options. Try and incorporate like a few minutes of these things into your life. Probably throw in a workout that will help you become really fit in the long run. You will not see results next week, but you'll see it in 2022 maybe. But you're starting today, you're investing, you're putting in the seeds, you're putting in the hours. Don't expect results if you're going to go through a shortcut route. There is no shortcut to success. You have to put in the hours, irrespective. You cannot sit back and be jealous of every single person that you look up to. She's got such a great life, he's got such a good life. I don't even understand. They got it so easy. They have a buttload of money, and that's why she's able to do. They might have inherited a buttload of money, but then it takes work and effort to maintain that money. It takes, what you do with that money also matters. You can completely destroy yourself with a lot of money, or you can put it into good use and like build a company. So there are things that other people are privileged with, and there are some things that people are not privileged with. But where you are in your current situation, make the best use out of it. Stop comparing your life to other people. Stop comparing your body to other people. You are living your life, and you need to decide what you want today. I want to become Bill Gates, but no, I don't want to put in the hours. Like I feel like no, he's worked his entire life. I want to become Michael Schumacher. I want to become Dwayne Johnson. I want to become Aishwarya Rai. Like whoever it is you look up to, you need to put in the hours, because they definitely put in the hours, and we're seeing their results today because they sowed their seeds way back when they were in their 20s. They read books, they put in the works, they went to acting courses, workshops, they interned, तभी जाके ये लोग ऐसे बने हैं. It's not like they have just grown with this like woke up with this talent one day. So if you're not willing to put in the hours, if you're a lazy bum, don't be envious and jealous of other people and where they are today. Okay, if you want to complain, if you want to be jealous and sit back, that is on you. That is your choice that you are making today. It's not easy, but it's definitely possible. Okay, I have a mascara here. It's the e.l.f. Length and Volume Black Waterproof Mascara. Okay, so the next point we have is remove toxic people from your life. And this is somewhere that all of us get stuck in. I know. I read a lot of DMs of you guys telling me that, hey, I'm in an abusive relationship. He controls me too much. He tells me what to wear. He tells me what to do. But I love him so much. What do? I'm stuck. I don't know what it is like to be in your situation, but I can tell you that I have definitely walked away from situation that has given me pain. I have definitely let people go out of my life if they did not contribute to my happiness or success or growth. If there's an individual in your life that is not serving your life in a good way, then you need to get that person out of your life, because it is not going to do anything to you having toxicity around you. Okay, it can only lead to destruction. It's very simple, actually. I know it may seem difficult, but the minute you decide that you want to be happy and you want to choose to be happy and have a very, very lovely, beautiful life, the path becomes easy. Okay, the fact that you still don't know how to love yourself, that's why you are stuck in this dilemma, because you cannot pick yourself. If you did pick yourself, you would walk out of the toxic relationship. You would kick that guy or girl out of your life. If you love yourself, there is no question. You would not pick any route that gives yourself pain. Take, for example, if you saw your brother or your sister or someone you really love go through a very difficult phase and they're in so much pain, would you let them be in that painful position, or would you help them out of it? Because you love them so much, you would do anything in your power to pull them out of that situation, right? So why can't you do that for yourself? Don't you love yourself as much as you love your mother or your brother? Because you should. Okay, so if you love yourself, you will remove that person out of your life, or you will walk out of that. There is no but I love him so much, but nothing. If he's toxic, if he beats you, if he abuses you, if he controls you, it is definitely not a good relationship. I cannot see a reason why you need to stay in. Just because I love him is not a good reason enough. I'm sorry. It's not worth it being beaten and abused just because you love him. That is not love, honey. That is not love. Love is kindness. Love is wanting your partner to grow. Love is giving your partner space to grow. Love is acceptance. Love is being aware of their feelings. That is what love means. It's not beating, abusing, toxic, controlling. This doesn't fall in the category of love. And if you understand that, you will know what you exactly need in your life. Okay, but again, I'm not here to tell people what to do and what not to do. Ultimately, it's your choice. It's your life. If you decide to still stick with that person because you love that person, then you are choosing to put your life in jeopardy, and you're choosing to live a sad life, and it's really sad. Choose you, man. Just choose you and walk out. There are many people in the world that are amazing people. You just fell into the wrong company, and it is never too late to pick up yourself and walk out of that relationship. No one's forcing you to be in it. Okay, so I'm trying to use this mascara the best way possible, and I'm not the biggest fan of it, to be honest with you. I mean, it's giving me that very natural, everyday lashes. See, it's not lengthening or anything. It's just giving me that little lift, it's just a very natural lift. You can see, it's not so I'm not crazy about this mascara, definitely not. Okay, so starting today, you will cut out every friend, everybody, even if they are family, their cousins, their relatives. You will remove those people out of your life because they're not contributing to who you need to be. The closest people around you, the people that you spend your most time with every day, will contribute to your success and your growth and who you need to be. You are those 5 people around you, okay? You become those people that you hang out with. Take a look at your closest 5 to 7 people and see if those are the kind of people you want to be around for the rest of your life. It's very easy. Close your eyes and think if this is the kind of life I want to be, if these are the conversations I want to be having, is this the habit I want to incorporate? If it's not, you know what to do. Alright, so the next product I'm going to be using is not from e.l.f. It's from Sugar Cosmetics, because I don't have a face product here except for a highlight. I don't really have much from e.l.f. So I'm going to take the Sugar Cosmetics. This is a Contour Zephyr's face palette in Vivid Victory number 2. This is how it looks. I mean, I've not really used Sugar Cosmetics at all except for the lip crayons and lipsticks, which I think are great. But yeah, it's the first time I'm using a palette like this. Alright, this seems like a little dark for me, even the blush, but I'm just gonna try to use it anyway. Yep, not bad at all. I love the tone of this. Alright, my next point is be kind to people. This is something that is literally written everywhere. We hear it, but are we incorporating it in our lives? Like, we need to be much more kinder to people around us, our parents. I know we get irritated with our parents sometimes with the things they say and the things they do, and our best friends, our siblings. We need to be kind to our family as much as we are to strangers. We need to not be so like ready to fight mode all the time. Sometimes just like be kind and just compliment someone, yeah? Just when you meet someone, just tell them how pretty they look. Tell them how amazing they are. Tell your mother how thankful you are for her. Tell your dad how thankful you are. Just like compliment people. Thank them. Show your appreciation to people this year. Tell them how they've contributed to your life and how you cannot do without them and how you need them. I feel like people want to hear these sometimes, and I'm also learning to do that. I'm not the biggest... like, you know, I can't really appreciate in words. I just like in action, but I'm learning to like speak. I need to tell people how amazing they are, how thankful I am that they're in my life. By the way, loving the contour. I feel it's brilliant. It's really beautiful. Please appreciate your spouse. So yeah, if you haven't thanked your parents today or anyone today, try and appreciate what they've done for you. Try and be kind to them every time they're asking you a tech question. I know we get irritated when our parents don't know how to use the phone or don't know how to use Instagram, and they keep asking you these questions again and again. Guys, please, they're coming from another generation. They need your help. So try and be less angry with them and help them. Okay, brilliant. Loving this entire face product situation. I'm going to take this blush right here. This also seems a little dark for me, but... very nice palette, yeah. I hope they have like a lighter shade. I'll definitely check them out. I have an e.l.f. highlighter right here, which I think looks brilliant. But what I'm going to do is first mist myself, okay? I'm going to take the e.l.f. matte magic mist and set. Shit, it's matte. Okay. Chal. Because I have to try, I'll try it only. That is matte, baby girl. I'm going to take the e.l.f. highlighter now. This is in 24K gold. Okay, great highlighter, by the way. Great highlighter. Oh shucks, we had a blush. Ye dekh. Now this is the e.l.f. monochromatic multi-stick. So it's like a eyes, cheek and lip product, but now I can't use it because I'm matte and powdered down. Okay, so we have the e.l.f. eyeshadow stick or liquid shadow. It's called Copper Pop. It's stunning. I have the Wow Brow e.l.f. gel right here, so I'm gonna put that on my brow. Okay, this is actually stunning. I think it's my favorite product out of all the e.l.f. products. So it's giving me like that model-esque brow. It's like pushing my brows up but not making it look ugly, and also tinting my brow. Wow, I absolutely love this product. I suddenly feel different. Okay, we're almost done with the look. I'm having so much fun, can I just tell you? I have a few more products so we can talk. This is the e.l.f. Precision Liquid Eyeliner. I'm finding these products later on, so... not bad though. If you have stability in your hand and if you're an eyeliner girl, you'd be able to pull this off. Okay, I'm gonna put the Rufa Beauty lashes in Lila, my favorite pair of lashes at the moment. The next point I have is don't have expectations. I mean, we all do, right? We have expectations in our relationships from our spouses. We have expectations from our parents. Like, you should have done this, you know. I mean, it's expected of you to do so and so thing because you are my mother, because you are, you know. So I think I did all of that, dude. I had all these expectations that I thought people should have fulfilled because they were my whoever. But I think we need to drop that, because can I tell you, ultimately people fail you. People fail you, and it's not something that, it's not a negative thing, it's just facts. And the faster you accept it, I feel like the faster you're going to be like in tune with reality, your own reality. So yeah, just drop expectations from people, because expectations are built in our head, right? We expect, like, in our head we're like, oh, I expected you to pick me up from the airport. Like, you're saying this in your head and you're expecting it, but the other partner or person does not know what's in your head. They're not mind readers, what you're expecting. So try and communicate if you want something to happen. If you want him to clean up, or if you want him to pick you up from the airport, tell him, because sometimes people are intuitive, they know, but sometimes people are clueless, and half the time they have no bad intentions, they just don't know they have to do it. So don't blame them for not knowing only कि उनको करना था. So if you want something, be explicit and tell them that, hey, please pick me up from the airport, or hey, please pick up your shoes, pick up your things. Be explicit and communicate your expectations to your partners, but don't just like secretly have them in your head and expect them to fulfill it for you. Okay, that is an unrealistic way of living, because ultimately you're going to be put down. Yeah, you're going to feel hurt because they didn't fulfill your expectations as expected. How many times did I say that word? Just for your own sanity, and all of this, by the way, is for your own sanity and peace. It's not for anybody else. You will live a better life by just like letting go of things and forgiving yourself, learning to listen. It just contributes to your own life. So they don't mean anything bad. They don't have the intention of hurting you, but because you expected something from them, they automatically happen to fail you. That is a very important point I feel like we need to incorporate in our lives. And the lesser we expect from people, the happier we're going to be. A lot of times we do certain things for people and we expect them to do the same or more for us. Like, you know, I gifted him this year and he didn't even give me anything this year. I used to be like that. I'm like, but I did so much for him and he couldn't even like do this. उसको गिफ्टिंग का है ही नहीं. Just because you love gifting and you gifted something to people, you expect them to do the same, which is crazy. Sometimes people are not capable, they don't have the capacity to provide like you did for them. If you're going to go out and do something for people, do it out of love and do it with no expectations in return. Do it with no conditions. Okay, that's when you're going to be completely happy with what you've done for the other person. Because if you put conditions and if you put these expectations while you're gifting someone or giving someone something, it's not really going to help you or make you feel good about anything. So do something for other people and let it go. Whether they do it for you, nobody owes you anything, okay? Whatever you decide to do for other people is completely your choice. So do or don't do, but don't expect other people to do the same for you on the same level or more. Okay, I put the Lila lashes. It's stunning. Now the look looks alive. Look at this. Okay, I am moving on to the last step, which is the lip. And they've only sent me a red lips. Such a heavy makeup this is going to look like. But yeah, this is the e.l.f. liquid matte lipstick in the shade Red Vixen. Okay, it's definitely on the drier side. You can definitely see the lip crevice, like each and every lip crevice I have, you can see it. However, stunning color, but it's on the drier side for sure. So if you're not used to a liquid lipstick, this is going to be very dry for you. Alright guys, so I'm almost done with the video. I love how this look turned out. It's definitely a New Year party makeup look because it's so loud. But I love most of the products that I tried out today. I gave you my opinion already. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Now before I leave, I had to tell you one more point to end this video and to begin your 2021 beautifully. The last point is have discipline. I feel like all of us have self-control and discipline in us. We just need to bring that side out of us and just like stick to what we planned initially in the year, you know, because as the year goes by, we let stuff go and we're like, oh man, I'll do it later. So we're all pumped up in the beginning of January and then everything goes to crap later on. So I feel like if you just maintain discipline, you can achieve anything you want to achieve in your life. Okay, to start small and just stick to your routines. If you feel like your fitness goal needs to improve, you need to stop eating the crap that you're eating every day. You just need to stop doing it. So whoever you look up to has definitely had discipline in their life, and that's why they are where they are today, because they have followed that routine. They've maintained what they needed to maintain in order to become who they wanted to be. And that is all it takes, you guys. It takes discipline, it takes willpower, it takes courage, braveness to just like quit the people in your life, quit that job that you're bored of and start something new in life. It takes courage. Choose happiness because it's in your hands, and let's kickstart this year beautifully, productively, and in December 2021 we're gonna come back and discuss how amazing our year went, because I know you guys are gonna kill it and you are all set to grow and blossom and become beautiful human beings. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you loved my setup. Leave a comment down below and tell me what you loved, and I will see you in my next one. Mwah. Bye.